Hi, I'm Penny and this is my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing SSX, the new snowboarding game for PS3 and 360. The only other SSX game that I've played before this was SSX Tricky, and I had it on PlayStation 2. My sister and I used to play together all the time. We loved the multiplayer mode, so this game's already got some good memories in my brain, so I'm really excited to play this one and be able to share my thoughts with you guys. So here it is, my review of SSX. There are 3 different game modes in SSX. The first one is the World Tour mode, which is basically the single player or campaign mode, and it's got a story behind it. In this mode you are part of the SSX, which is an elite group of like the best snowboarders in the world, and you're trying to conquer the 9 deadliest slopes around the globe, and it's set in real locations, which is pretty fun. It's cool to know these are actual real mountains and real slopes that you're going down. It's just an extra bit of fun behind the game. So the game is built around practicing on different mountains around these areas, and in each location the final part is just trying to survive the final deadly slope, and it's pretty fun. They've got like little different tweaks on each different area in the game, like some of them have thin air, so you need an oxygen tank and you need to supply yourself with oxygen, but you have to ration it or otherwise you might run out. There's ones where they're very icy, so you have to have like these axe things that kind of grip onto the ice. It's interesting and it adds a little tweak to gameplay in each area of the game, and it just makes it a little more fun. The other 2 game modes are Explore and Global Events. Explore is basically the free play mode of SSX, and go and set records, try and beat records, stuff like that. Global Events is sort of an online competition mode. You pay a share of credits to participate in competitions. Credits are the currency in the game, and depending on how well you do, if you win, you can win back a share of all the credits that were entered in the competition. It is a fun, really competitive area if you're into that kind of thing. The actual gameplay in SSX is really fast-paced and smooth, and it is really fun. It's got a great soundtrack to go with it, and the whole feel is just a very fast-paced, very downhill, very speedy game, and it is done really well. The default controls are left stick for directional control, and right stick all the right buttons for tricks, and there's a few different, top buttons for different things, but it is really easy to get the hang of. They've added one really interesting new feature that I've been enjoying, and that's the rewind mode. You can use it in any of the 3 modes, the survival, races, and tricks mode, and it does have drawbacks to using it, but it is really useful. Basically, if you've fallen down or fallen off the track or just done something wrong, you can rewind your player to go back as far as you need to go to, try it again. In the tricks mode, you do lose points for doing this, and in the race mode, the other races don't stop, but it can be useful if you've, fallen off and you need to get back onto the track so you can get back in the race. And you can win from then on, it's just a little bit harder since you are behind. But, I've really enjoyed that little addition to the game. It's made it really good to practice runs out before you go for the real thing, and, I really enjoy it. Like I mentioned earlier, the soundtrack is really good and it suits the gameplay really well. Very fast-paced, fairly modern soundtrack, and I've been really enjoying it. Whenever a song comes on, I go and check what it is, and it is, a really good soundtrack. The graphics are also really nice, very smooth looking, very polished. It just suits the game very well, both of them, so no complaints there. One of the issues I have been having, though, is a clipping issue. Like, I've had a few instances where I've completely fallen through a track or just gotten stuck inexplicably, kind of, like, between a kind of prop and the snow, and just kind of gotten stuck and been told that I was wiped out, and then it's kind of an issue from there, because once you've been there so long, there's really no coming back and you have to restart that drop. But aside from that, it is a fun game, and those instances don't happen that often, but they happen often enough that I am sort of, worried about it happening in a good race or something. While I do enjoy this game, I just can't help but feel that it would have done so much better with a local multiplayer mode, because that was one of the things I enjoyed most about SSX Tricky, playing it with my sister, sitting right next to me, playing the same game and having a lot of fun with it. The fact that it's not in this game is really sad. My housemates and I were looking forward to playing 4-player mode if it was available. While I understand they were concentrating on the online mode a lot, and it is very well integrated, I just wish they would have been able to add a local multiplayer. I just feel like that would have done so well in this game. Another thing worth mentioning while I'm talking about online is the fact that this game comes bundled with an online pass, which isn't too much of a problem. If you enjoy single player, that's fine, but the story mode isn't that long, and a lot of the game is built around trying to build your own score online, so it is kind of an issue after a little while for pre-owned, owners of the game. I can understand it being a problem, and I don't really enjoy the fact that an online pass is there, but it's worth mentioning to let you guys know what the deal is with that. In total, for me, the pros of this game outweigh the cons by far, even though there is a few clipping issues and there are a few issues with, multiplayer and online and stuff. I just really enjoy it, and I am having a lot of fun with it, so if it's something you're into, like sports games, snowboarding games, definitely look into it. There is a demo up on PSN and Xbox Live, so give that a go if you haven't already. If you're a fan of the old SSX games, give this one a go because it is very fun, despite its few flaws. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you have been playing yourself, let me know in the comments. If you have a response to something I said, let me know. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and my blog. The links are all in the description, and I think that's it for now, so I'll see you guys again soon with a new video. Bye!